This is a show for grown-ups.
And they say bad words.
And they say bad words.
Say final warning.
Final warning.
Hello and welcome to a very stupid episode of the Pod of Blunders. I'm your host, Nate Magnuski, and with me, as always, is Richard Sullivan.
Heyo.
Ryan Bolger.
Yay.
And special guest, CJ, the Turtle Eater Mickey.
That's me.
There you go. Always eating turtles. It's the shell that's hard to get through, but you manage.
Right.
What are we playing today, CJ?
We are playing a little game called Knave.
Mm-hmm.
Knave.
Knave.
I believe it's called.
By everyone's best friend in the OSR scene, Ben Milton. And I created a very dumb dungeon to run you through. And I think we should just get into it. We're going to start off, as any good adventure, in a tavern. You don't have to know each other. It doesn't matter. You're all sitting in this place, drinking your whatever, eating your whatever. And then you hear an explosion just rip through the quietude of the night. You rush outside and you see a purple magical conflagration coming from across the street. And you know that this place used to be an old folks' home. It's vaporized now. Everything is completely gone. There's a crowd starting to gather, seeing what they can do, but there's really nothing they can do. There's no building left. There's not even any rubble. It's a smoking hole. So as you rush up to this, you look down into the hole, and you see, as the purple smoke clears, a door built into the ground. And next to that door is kind of like a hologram, an illusory man, looking very smug. He says, I, of course, as you may know, am, or once was, Dereleth, the real asshole, most famed mage of my time, greatest conjurer that this world has ever seen. I built this old folks' home as my second to last great gift of charity. Everyone thought I was the worst person in the world, and I wasn't. Look what I've done here. Look, I filled this building full of old people, and then I wiped it out, thus sparing them the indignity of old age. I am just so magnanimous and wonderful. And my final act of charity is supplying the entirety of my vast fortune to whatever poor slob survives long enough to claim it. Good luck, you poverty-stricken mouth breathers. Enter! And with that, the metal-clad door in the ground slides back into place and out of sight. And what you see in front of you is a dark opening. There's a throng of people gathered now. This is not a very affluent city, so everyone's trying to get into this place. You're in the crush of people. Even if you don't want to go in, you're being pushed through the hole. So let's take a moment to introduce ourselves now. Ryan, let's start with you.
They call me Alligator Dick because it's hard, green, and scaly. I was formerly a beggar, and I'm just a rough and tough warrior.
CJ?
So I'll be playing Bland Dan, the okayest man in the land. He just recently graduated from adventuring school. He has 11 across the board, except for his charisma, which is a 12, because he's a pretty cool guy. And he has 2 loving parents, Dan Jr. and Barbara.
Hey guys, I'm Dan.
And Richard.
So if your father's Dan Jr., are you playing Dan the third?
No, I'm just Dan.
So you went back in time and fucked your grandmother, Dan?
That's about the most plain thing you can do. Congratulations.
I mean, it happened on a flat surface, so it did happen on a plane. I think that counts.
Yeah, I'm Dan.
I'm going to be so happy when I kill you with a trap. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Richard, who and why are you?
Based off of our previous tweet with stupid nicknames, I've chosen Champion Soap Eater. I'm a corpulent male with a hawkish face, oily skin, long hair, and eccentric clothes. My biggest virtue is that I'm gregarious, but my largest vice is that I'm bitter. I were formerly a cook, and I found myself suspected.
Suspected of what?
I don't know. That's what the random generator says. Listen, the random generator says you were formerly a cook and found yourself suspected.
Maybe you poisoned someone.
So the 3 of you are crowded towards the front of this room. It's a very small room. It becomes quickly cramped. There are no chairs, but there are a few benches. They're all the ones that are made for anti-homeless devices. They're sloped forward. So people who are sitting on them are practically doing wall squats to be able to sit on them at all. The air is abuzz with people's voices and off-pitch music that plays loudly throughout the whole room. You can't tell where it's coming from. The room is just slightly too warm to be comfortable, and there's a few small tables throughout the room that have at least one leg shorter than the others, and have a variety of ye olde highlights magazines in them, with all the puzzles already filled out. On the far side of the room, there's a large circular opening in the wall, which appears to lead to a long slide that snakes into the dark. There's a sign above that says, 3 at a time, and below that, please remove your shoes.
It looks like it needs 3 of us.
Sure, I'll follow, but I'm leaving my shoes on.
We need one more for this party. Who's it going to be?
All right, well, because I was formerly a cook and this slide looks very old, I'm going to douse some of my olive oil on it so we can slide down even faster.
Beautiful. So I imagine you kind of get on like a train. Who's in the front? Who's in the middle? Who's in the back?
I'll go first, I guess.
Are your shoes on or off, CJ? I'm sorry, Bland Dan.
I'll take my shoes off. I follow
All
the
right.
rules.
Soap Eater, are your shoes on? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, my Mario Batali clogs are still on, and I want to go first because I'm the heaviest.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have a contest to see who gets there first.
You want to roll for it?
Yeah, why don't you roll for it? It's a D20.
17.
Wow, all right.
Rolled
And you're
an
gonna,
11.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I thought. Back of the
Let's say-
line, Dan.
You just like push this gaunt little nobody out of the way.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
So there's some shoveling and fighting as you get through there. You sit on there. Everyone else kind of wants to go first, but they also don't want to be the first into this hole. So they're going to wait to see what happens to you. You slide down. It's a little water slide like, but luckily with the olive oil, there's very little friction. You go flying down and you end up splashing down into this very thin layer of mud. A voice chimes on and says, "Oh God, some of you actually did this shoe thing? You guys are idiots. There could have been anything at the bottom of the slide. Spikes? Acid? Spikes with acid on them? You had no idea. You guys are dumb."
Mm-hmm. Stupid.
I don't
There's
know. The
no
sign
way.
said take your shoes off.
Okay, all right. So aside from the shallow mud pit that soaks your socks and gets into your pants, this 20-foot square room is made of a large polished black stone that sparkles with its own internal light. On the left wall, there's a door with a sign above it that reads, "Not this door." On the wall ahead is an identical door with a sign that reads, "This is not a door." And on the far right, there's a door that reads, "This door."
Blandan immediately heads towards the right wall, towards this door.
All right.
Alligator Dick just sits in the back and watches.
And
the
I
soap eater
approach
doing?
the door. Can I see like anything special about the door?
As near as you can tell, this is a regular old door. It looks completely normal from what you're seeing. It's a wooden door, about 6.5 feet tall, nice brass door handle, same as all the other doors.
I knock.
It echoes as if there's something hollow behind it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the sign says this door.
I open the door.
Mock fanfare erupts. Ta-da! And you hear the same voice that mocked you earlier say, "Oh, wow, we've got a reader on our hands. Congratulations on nearly tripping over the lowest bar I've set before you. You see, I can't risk some simpleton who can't even read getting all my money. They just burn it all on sex and booze and, I don't know, delousing powder or whatever else the destitute crave but can't have. Anyway, carry on, carry on."
Hey guys, I think I passed the test.
You sure did.
Anyone want to come?
I'm right behind you.
You solved my door puzzle.
When the doors open,
Mhm.
what do we see? Is it like a hallway or something?
It is. The door opens into a 60-foot long hallway with rough walls and smooth gray blocks making up the floor and ceiling.
Is it dark?
No, weirdly enough, it's dim light. It's as if it was lit by candles, but you can't see any light sources in this room.
I continue walking.
All right. And what is Soap Eater doing here?
Well, I guess I'm overthinking this, and I thought the door that wasn't a door was probably a jar.
I mean, you can always go check the door if you want.
Oh yes, please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if that door is really a jar.
You go up to the door. It looks just like the door that Blandan had passed through earlier. Nice 6.5 foot tall wooden door, brass doorknob. Looks completely normal.
I
Sorry.
tap Dan on the shoulder to stop and say, Dan, look at this idiot.
Can I kick down the door?
You can try. Do a strength check.
14, so 17 altogether.
Oh, very good. You kick the door incredibly hard. It rattles in its hinges and then folds in on you with teeth. It's a mimic door.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
So this thing is actively consuming you. If you want to roll initiative, feel free.
Yeah, let's do it.
7.
The way Knave works, the initiative is a little different. One of you should roll a d6, and then if you get a 1, 2, or 3, you guys will go first. A 4, 5, or 6, the monster will go first.
I can roll a d6. I got a 3.
All right, you guys go first. However you want to do this. Richard, you are currently getting... I'm sorry, not Richard. Richard's not getting consumed by a door. His character is.
I'll run up and bash it with my mace.
Go for it.
So what do I roll to hit with strength, is it?
Yep, for the melee weapon, it'll be d20 plus strength.
So I rolled a 10 plus 1. That's an 11.
It hits. What's your damage?
That's going to be a 2 damage.
Richard, you take 1 damage.
The best
Is
way
your-
to beat a door is to knock it real hard.
Oh, God. You hear a groan echo from the down the hallway.
And alligator dick.
All right, Alligator Dick, what are you doing?
Well, I can't let them have all the fun. I might as well get in on this. So, roll to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's my plus to that?
Whatever your strength is.
Strength. Okay.
If you're doing a
Roll that.
melee weapon.
15 plus 3.
Ooh, damn. Boy, your damage.
That's I was gonna say I didn't. That's not the damage. Jeez, son. Okay. And that is 2 damage.
All right, Richard, you take 1 damage. The door is starting to splinter. It's kind of moaning, and it looks like this green ichor is kind of leaking out of the back. Looks like it's slowly peeling itself off. Richard, what is your character doing now that it's being eaten by a door?
Oh, God, it's eating me. Ah! That's about all he's doing.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I think you're being eaten. I don't think you can really defend against it, but what's your armor?
Helmet and shield.
Does it say like +1 for each one of those or no?
No.
Okay.
I
You're
think a
taking...
shield grants +1 and a helmet grants +1.
Yeah, so it should be a +2 altogether. Roll me a d20 +2, please.
7.
Okay, you're taking 1d6 damage. Roll me a d6, please.
6.
You take 6 damage as this thing bites right through your shield. What's your health at now?
I
Blood.
was gonna say I only have 4 hit points.
You're dead. You're very
So
dead.
I'm double dead.
So the door, having killed this man, folds back up onto the wall like a normal door again.
Well then, Dan, I think we're gonna go ahead and proceed forward.
You hear a whining in your ear, like a keening. Richard, roll up a new character.
That's what I'm in the process of, and I will be 6-toed Pete.
All right. So you hear a whining in your ear. You smell a puff of sulfur, and boom, a stranger appears next to you. You recognize him from the room before. Richard, describe yourself.
Now I'm a corpulent female with a bloated face, pockmarked skin, long hair, and frayed clothes. My biggest virtue is that I'm serene, but my largest vice is that I'm reckless. I'm formerly an outlaw, and I find myself framed.
Oh, no. So is Pete short for Petunia, or what?
Peter woman.
Okay, 6'2", Peter woman. You see a corpse that was sitting next to a broken door, and you see 2 people standing next to it with maces.
I don't know. Do we want to check the third door?
No, I think we're
I'm good with your door.
Yeah.
Shane.
yeah. I think you got the correct door.
All right. Once again, this weirdly lit hallway is 60 feet long. There's a far door on the other side of it. About
I don't know.
half-
That door's back there was kind of scary. I say we take a vote.
Oh, don't wuss out now, Dan. Go for this door. You did so well with the last one.
You're batting 1,000 for doors.
You guys want to like roll a charisma check or something to see if you can make me open it?
So you haven't gotten to the door yet. I want to make that clear. So
Oh,
Jeez.
about halfway down the hall. Wait, are you doing the third door here or the door in the hallway?
We're going down
Hallway.
the hallway. I guess
Thank
we're at
God,
the
okay.
beginning of the hallway.
Halfway down this, you see an obvious pit trap. Like it
Okay.
looks like it's a piece of cloth painted with like rocks. It looks terrible.
What's the length of the pit trap down the hallway?
About 5 feet.
About 5 feet?
Yeah.
We're still at the door to the hallway, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how obvious this thing is. From 30 feet away in the dim light, you can still see that it sucks.
What's our new friend have in terms of weapons?
I have a crossbow.
Ooh.
Crossbow?
So could I like shoot my crossbow with like a rope on it to try to like tight walk across the gap?
Do you have a rope?
I have some pulleys, but I don't know if pulleys come with a rope.
They don't.
Hey, Soap Eater, go check. Oh, never mind.
It's
You can go-
Toad Pete.
What did Soap Eater bring?
Soap Eater's- he's gone
Did his
now.
items fall? Oh, did he just get eaten? Like his body just got eaten
No.
by the door?
It's more that Richard probably doesn't know what he had anymore.
Oh,
I do. I got it right in
that's
front of me.
fair.
Rations.
You still have the other one?
I printed it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I told you not to get attached to him.
It was a candle.
I had a helmet and shield, rations, candles, pulleys, air bladder, and perfume.
2 pulleys.
So if any of you want to loot his stuff, you can absolutely loot corpses from your fallen comrades.
I don't know. I guess I'll take the candle. Anyone want the shield?
Oh, I already have one.
What about you, Petunia? Pete woman.
I already have
Yeah.
Gamison armor, so I'm going to take his rations.
I have a tent. We could just live down here.
It's kind of nice. It's dry.
Yeah.
It's plenty of doors.
All right. I guess
I'll start walking down the hallway with the candle in front of me, even though we can see.
You arrive at the pit trap.
here goes nothing.
And can I run and see if I can jump over it?
Absolutely.
What
Would be,
would you like me to roll?
I'll let you decide if you want strength or dexterity. I think they're both +1 to you, so
Right. I'm
Up to
equally
you.
bad.
Does
I rolled a 15 plus 1 is a 16.
that's excellent. You clear the 5 foot, no problem. You land on the back, like about what, 7 feet away, you'd say?
Yeah.
And that floor collapses and dumps you into a spike trap. You take 1d8 damage.
Oh no.
Oh shit, that's 6 damage. It just like gores my leg.
So what are you at now?
2.
There, wow, you had 8 hit points. Damn.
Right.
So you are gored at the bottom of this pit trap. It's about 10 feet down.
Help.
Well, shit. So wait a minute. So there's a pit,
Yeah,
and on the other side of that pit is another pit.
yeah, it's the old double pit trap trick.
Gotcha.
Wait, is
Now-
there like a little wall separating the pits?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you hear the voice just.
I was gonna say, can we find a safe way around said pit?
You tell me. You can always try climbing down and then walking across, climbing up and over. You can try jumping the full 10 feet. The rope idea was a pretty solid idea.
I have a net. Could I like throw it up and then climb it? Get back up? Would that be too crazy?
It would depend on who was there to grab the other end. Or maybe if you wanted to like tie things to the end of the net and weight it down somehow. I don't really know.
In this room, like, what are the walls and made out of, and what's it? Can we see the ceiling?
Yep, the ceiling is like 8 feet above you. It's made of smooth stone. The walls are made of rough stone. A really good climber might be able to do it.
Who's got the bow?
I've got the bow.
All right, I have 50 feet of rope if you want to try to attach the rope to it and shoot it into the door, maybe. If the door's made out of wood, it might stick and we can at least pulley ourselves across.
Yeah, it is made of wood. I think it's a pretty easy shot down a hallway just to hit the door. I don't think
Okay.
you should roll for it. I say that you were able to shoot it, no problem. It sticks into the door, and now you have a lovely rope stuck to a door. And you have 20 feet of slack because it's 30 feet away.
Tell my
Alright.
mom I love her.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do something about do you have any more rope? Well, actually, if we have enough rope for me and Pete to pulley ourselves across, there should be enough rope to like just then dangle into the pit. I mean, it is how deep was that pit?
10 feet.
Yeah, so we got 50 feet of rope. There's enough for us to try to get across first and then just drop the remainder into the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask each of you to do a strength check for me just to see if you can not fall backwards as you're climbing.
Oh, you got it. A 16 for me.
You're golden. No problem at all.
Yeah, it's a 2 for me, Doug.
Take 1d8 damage.
And I'm dead.
Oh my god!
Petunia climbs halfway up the rope from the pit, slips on some greasiness of her own making, and falls back, impaling herself quite
Did
thoroughly.
you really die already?
I did. I only had 7 hit points.
I gotta keep track of who's died so far. I gotta make lists. With this 2 for Richard.
Maybe if enough people die, we can just, make a bridge of corpses.
All right, I'm making a list. Richard's in the lead with 2 deaths so far. You hear a poof, and on the other side of the pit appears who, Richard?
Now I'm old Hawkeye. A sinewy female with a sunken face, pierced skin, disheveled hair, and patched clothes. My biggest virtue is that I'm gregarious, but my largest vice is that I'm bitter, just like old soap eater. I was formerly a herbalist, but now I found myself defrauded.
Oh no. Old Hog-Eye?
Yep.
Okay.
My word.
Old Hog-Eye and Alligator Dick are now across the pit traps. I didn't put a third pit trap in here because I didn't want to be that much of an asshole. And you can figure out some way to get Bland Dan, the stabbed man, back out of the hole.
I was just gonna drop the slack of the rope that we have now because we've already used it to get across down into the pit because it's still attached to the door. Should be enough for poor Dan to pull their hobbled, broken body out of the goddamn pit.
I think with everybody helping out, I think it's not even a challenge. You're all able to get there. There you go. You solved my double pit trap puzzle.
Solved. Yep.
Not feeling too good, guys.
So as you approach the next door, it slides open, snapping your arrow in half, revealing a 30-foot by 30-foot square room with smooth metal walls, floor, and ceiling that appear as if they're made of one solid piece. There is an identical door on the opposite side of the room, and there's only 2 things of interest in this room. One is a hip-high well in the center of the room filled with shimmering red liquid. In the center of the well is a large stone circle with the imprint of a hand on it. The bricks lining the top of the well are carved with the reliefs of various monsters, goblins, trolls, etc. And above the far door to the north is a circle of numbers starting at 20, circling down to 0.
Hey Dan, go put your hand on that thing.
All right.
And where is everybody when he's doing this? Just so I have a picture of what's happening.
If he's really gonna go with it, I'm gonna stand near the door.
Which side of the door?
It wouldn't be fun unless I'm in there as well. So I'll walk in with them and stand on that side of the door.
Old Hog-Eye?
I'm going to stand in the corner with my back to the wall.
Dan's gonna walk up to this well carefully. Can you describe the well again? Does it have a cover on it?
Nope. It's full of red liquid. In the middle is
Okay.
a stone with a handprint on it.
Oh, okay. And then there are monster carvings all around it, right?
That's correct.
And then on the far or somewhere else in this room, there's a circle with numbers 0 through 20, right?
Yep, above the other door.
All right. Here goes nothing.
And then Dan will put his hand on the red hand in the center
Okay.
of the well and keep it there.
It's a button. You feel it move a little bit under your hand. You can push it down if you want to.
Hey guys, it's a button. I think.
All right, that's what I figured. Now push.
Are we sure about this?
I'm sure about it. I'm over here. Dan, you're doing so well so far.
I'll push the button.
Okay. You push the button, it recesses down beneath the surface of the water. It comes back up. The door is all slammed shut, and the numbers start counting down. 20, 19, 18. What are you doing?
I push the button again.
20, 19.
Can you
18.
push? What happens if he pushes and holds the button to press?
You can try.
I push and hold the button.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20,
All right,
20.
good. Now let's look
Keep my
around.
hand on the button.
What were these monster depictions?
They're your standard monsters. You know, you got your goblins, your kobolds, got your ghosts, your ghoulies, mummies. There's 6 monsters. All right.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
the-
say, don't be coy. What
No.
what are they? Is it like special? Do they look special? Are they certain colors?
Nope, they're all just carved into the stone. The top one is a kobold at 12 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock is a goblin. At 9:30, no, 10:30, I guess, halfway between, is a dragon. And then opposite the dragon is a ghost. Or between the dragon and the goblin, equidistant, is a gnoll. And then between the ghost and the goblin is a zombie.
So it's clock based.
I was just using that as an example.
Dan takes his hand off the button
Okay. Yep.
19.
and starts scratching his head with his hand.
18. Your hand's kind of
As it-
wet. 17.
As it's counting down, do we see anything happening?
At this point, no. As you wait, it gets to 10. All the lights in the room turn bright red. 10. The klaxon starts ringing. Brrr.
Dan smashes the button with his mace.
Roll strength,
Man,
sorry.
I don't know. That was a good one.
Want me to roll for damage?
Yeah, please do.
I got a 6.
So the thing kind of sparks a little bit weirdly, and the water starts draining out of it. As now you see that it's just a very long button. And the countdown continues. 15, 14, 13. And at 10, the klaxon starts ringing, the room turns red. 10, 9, 8.
Get into position. We're
7,
going to fight something.
6.
And Dan readies his mace.
5, the lights go out. The only light now is the clock numbers counting down.
I don't like that.
4, 3.
I think we should be hitting the button.
2,
Not going to hit the button.
1.
Put his hand back in. I'm forcing his hand back in.
All right.
I resist.
All right. It'll be strength versus strength then, my friends.
Well, they're
Damn, I
dicking
rolled an
around.
18.
I only rolled an
What is
11,
19?
so he wins.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter. He's not touching it, and it's at what 2? So let's let this happen.
Blood for the blood god.
1. The lights go out. The room becomes impossibly hot. And then ding. Lights come back on. The far door opens up.
So we just got a tan, like a microwave.
Yeah, pretty much. Just that was it. The opposite door is now open.
Okie dokie.
You
Let's
solved my
Dan.
countdown puzzle.
Dan, lead the way.
All right. I'm still alive, so I guess I'm doing okay.
Exactly. You're doing great.
I walk up to the door and what
So-
do I see?
This is a 10-foot wide hallway, 50 feet long, and it ends in 2 doors guarded by 2 different constructs. One with a wolf's head, the other with a jaguar's head. And you hear, "Halt!" One of the things speaks out to you, and you can't tell which one it is. It says, "Before you draw close, know that one of us guards a door that leads to what you seek, and the other guards a door that leads to your doom. One of us always lies, and the other one will straight up stab you."
Man, this is some labyrinth shit right here.
Straight up stabs you, huh?
Yes, it will straight up stab you, and it will hurt the whole time, it says.
Who has the most health?
I've got a 2, so.
I only have 2.
Oh,
I have 2 remaining.
But wait a minute,
Eddie.
I have 13 defense with my Brigadine armor.
Hmm.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, it's pretty good
Yeah,
defense.
if you feel like you could take a stabbing, just in case we pick the wrong door.
I'm going to the wolf.
Not before he straight up stabs you.
What's the damage?
Oh, roll a d20 and then add 3 to it. Because that's your armor, is plus 3.
11.
11. You get stabbed. You take a d6 damage.
6.
No, come on.
Our guy is dead.
So you get stabbed. Like, it doesn't even move too fast. It's like stab, and you fall to the ground dead. It kind of just like pushes you away with its sword. And then it returns to its position.
look at Dan and I go, I'm not having the greatest luck with this third companion here.
And then you hear,
Or are we having the greatest luck?
and then you hear VoIP, and then a new character appears by her side.
It's Windy Johnny, a god female with a broken face, perfect skin, top-knot hair, and filthy clothes. My biggest virtue is that I'm generous, but my largest vice is that I'm wasteful. I was formerly a mariner, and now I found myself abandoned.
I was married to the sea, and the sea left.
If you go to that door through your right, you'll find the love of your life.
That stabbed woman tells me otherwise, sir.
Yeah, but the other door doesn't stab.
So before you approach other person, you hear the statue once again say, "Halt!" Before you draw close, know that one of us guards a door that leads to what you seek, and the other guards a door that leads you to your doom. One of us always lies, and the other will straight up stab you if you get too close.
Well, then I've got to go to the Jaguar now.
Yeah, go.
You don't.
Straight up stabs you. Roll your defense.
Yeah,
is it?
Game of armor, 12 defense.
Okay, so roll a d20 plus 2. You gotta beat a 12.
14!
Hey!
Oh yeah.
It goes to straight up stab you, and his blade catches in your armor. I guess you guys can roll initiative now, if you want, or you can back up. Up to you.
Oh, I'm backing up.
I'll fight it.
All right, go right ahead.
So I'm going to smash it with my cudgel.
Mm-hmm.
D20?
D20 plus your strength.
1. 20.
Natural 20?
No, 19 plus the 1.
Dirty 20. All right. I like it. So roll your damage.
2.
2 damage. The thing looks miffed. You can see its helmet is frowning. And it goes, "Thank you, I loved that." Alligator Dick or Blandan, are you going to do anything to assist?
Bland Dan is gonna stay back.
Yeah. I'm
Come
still
back here, guys.
I'm staying back too. Just kind of.
All right. Well, this thing's going to try to straight up stab you again. Roll your defense one more time for me, please. For
So
canvassing.
17.
Oh, damn. All right. You take no damage. If he goes to stab you again, you're too wily, you hawk-faced old lady.
Broken face. That you're thinking of somebody else.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the one that this is so many.
Oh god.
So go ahead and attack with your cudgel if you'd like.
17.
Or you can just abandon this and back up.
No, 17.
Hit him again.
3.
You knock off one of his arms.
Was that his stabbing arm?
Yeah, sure. So now it's bending down to pick up its arm so it can stab you again. You have a free shot at it if you want.
Yeah, I'll hit him one more time with my cudgel.
Go ahead, roll for it.
17. So plus 1, so 18.
Damn, you're rolling like crazy well. All right, do your damage again.
6.
He is dead. Describe it for me. How do you kill this robot?
As he bends over to pick up his stabbing weapon,
Mm-hmm.
I just ram my cudgel right up his ass.
All right. He explodes in a fiery shower of sparks. And the other one goes, "Huh. All right.
What kind of twisted sicko made this place?
You have a clear path to one of the doors now thanks to your new friend."
What's your name
Thanks,
again?
Fred.
My name's Johnny. Windy Johnny.
Can we try and drag that body that was killed?
Yeah, you can drag Six-Toed Pete out of there.
Was she wearing like boots?
You know what? I'm so far past that page. I don't even.
I'm gonna take off her shoes to see if she actually has 6 toes.
The weird thing is she has 6 toes between the 2 feet. She has 4 on one foot and 2 on the other. So you've solved my toe puzzle.
Yeah, we'll continue it in the open free pathway.
I was really hoping you were going to ask some questions, Steve, who was a liar.
I'm not smart enough to figure that out.
I didn't need to because there's people not smart enough to figure it out.
So
You have
walk through the
infinite
door.
lives in this game, so it don't matter.
I know, but it's funnier when you keep dying.
Yeah, I was prepared to just like keep throwing bodies at him.
I climb over the wall of corpses.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey folks, it's me Nate here for a solo ad read. From the twisted minds that brought you An Occurrence at Howling Crater and Escape from Skullcano Island comes another amazing product. Planet X Games is currently funding the Phylactery 3, the third zine in a trilogy of fantastic OSR material. Weighing in at 48 pages, this zine is absolutely packed with weird goodies. We're talking about fantastic locations, weird magic items, and a complete adventure called The Cursed Barrow of the Whispering Skulls. Also, there's apparently a section about, quote, trifling-ass gods, which I'm not 100% clear on what that's about, but I am 100% sure I'm going to find out as soon as possible. There's a ton more stuff in the zine that I can't mention here, but do yourself a favor and head over to Kickstarter right now to back this product. Also, if you missed out on the Phylactery 1 and 2, don't worry because you'll have a chance to get those copies when this backer kit comes out for Phylactery 3. And guys, don't wait on this. The campaign ends April 6, 2021, so go, 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 go! Alright, back to the show. You walk through the door. On the other side, you see that the other door also led to this room, so it didn't matter which side you chose. This room is glamored to feel like you are walking into a lovely, enchanted glade at twilight. In front of you, in the clearing, is a table that sits covered in steaming trays of food and large pitchers of wine, cool water, and beer. Birdsong is carried on a gentle breeze, accompanied by delicate harp music. There's a well-dressed construct. He stands up and bows deeply. And he says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Please, have a seat. You must be so tired."
I'd go and have a seat.
I join.
He pulls a chair out for you and pushes it in. He goes, "Feel free, take off your boots, relax. I know Darylith wasn't known for his kindness, but this place is safe. Food is safe, the drink is safe. You may sleep here, you may heal yourselves, however you'd like."
Hey, Dan, some beer.
I take one of the beers and I kind of like sniff it. Does it seem like poisoned or anything?
As far
Can
as you
I
can
tell
tell,
anything?
this is delicious beer.
Let's do a perception check to see if I can remember my training from adventuring school. I just rolled a nat 20.
All right.
Baby.
You know that the best way to tell if this is dangerous is either to have someone else drink it for
Does Dan give me a look now?
Well, actually, I offer it to the robot.
The robot kind of
You
takes
try
it.
this.
The construct takes it and looks at it and goes, gurgle, gurgle, and it pours it in its mouth and it kind of runs out the bottom of its chin. He goes, I can't swallow. I'm sorry. I feel like a terrible host.
Good enough for me. And I down it.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's nice and cool. A little more effervescent than your standard medieval ale. It's nice. It's a good beer.
I monitored Dan for a little bit, and if it seems all clear, I'll also have a beer.
Meanwhile, the contract is taking out plates and is taking a little bit of each dish and putting it on so you can sample everything before you decide what you want. It's putting it in front of you. It's taking out napkins. It's tucking it in. She goes, "Oh, tell me about yourself. You with green scaly skin. What's your name? What are you doing here?"
Oh, they call me Alligator Dick, and honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Oh, well, I hope that you make it. I understand that this is a bit of a trial or, a series of tribulations to see who gets through. That must be very hard for you. So I hope you're doing okay. And you, my adventurous beer drinking friend, who may you be?
You probably heard of me before. I think my name's gotten around. Bland Dan. I'm here because my gram was here at the old folks' home.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. From what I understand, she blew up in a giant purple conflagration. It was immensely painful only for a second or two. She died like she lived, inflamed. I didn't know your name. I'm sorry, because I've been locked up here for 25 or so years. But I'm sure you must be a very brave and bold adventurer to make it this far. So kudos for you.
Don't worry, nobody knows Dan.
And you, hawk-faced lady.
But is this the hawk-faced lady? I thought that was the last one.
No, this is Broken Face. Thank you, Ryan, for
Broken
keeping
face.
us straight.
I'm so sorry.
You're welcome.
How might you be this evening?
My name's Windy Johnny.
Oh, hello, Windy Johnny.
I came here to meet my friends for a bridge game, but I found them on fire.
Yes, I hate when that happens. It's so sad. Anyway, here, have some food. You forget your troubles for a while. And she pushes all your plates in your hands, gives you more drinks.
Should we take a hit in like our constitution for all the beer we're drinking?
If you're drinking a bunch of beer, you can always roll to see if you get drunk.
Yeah, let's do a drunk check, everybody.
Yeah. Drunk check. I rolled an 8 total.
You're drunk.
Oh, baby. That's a 19 plus 2. 21.
You've got the iron liver. And
4.
Broken a 4? God. We'll say anyone who got below a 10 has disadvantage on dexterity, strength, and wisdom checks for the time being, but a advantage on charisma checks.
I'm going to talk to the robot and be like, well, how much do they pay you?
I don't get paid. I mean, I was asleep for the last 25 years, and I woke up and I knew that people had finally come in. And I was put here to make sure everyone had a place to rest and relax, and you can sleep. You can heal here. And I think you'll find that nothing will trouble you here. But unfortunately, I do have a bit of a challenge for you before you can move on. It's okay. Nope. I think you'll find this the easiest one of all. You have to guess my true name. I know it seems a challenge, but don't worry, because I have riddles that will help you. And it gets really excited and bounces.
Oh, no.
Okay, let me know if you guys are ready. I'll start you off with an easy one. You can see that she's really, really excited. Okay. I add 5 to 9, and I get 2. And the answer is correct. But how?
Oh no, guys, math wasn't my strong suit.
9 and get 2.
Huh.
It's like, come on. Make sure you watch your math.
Time.
Yeah. 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, it's a clock. Very good. Very good.
So it's military time. 14,
Which is
12,
2
and
o'clock.
2. Yeah, 1,400 hours.
The robot claps and gives you a big piece of cake. Good job. Okay, here's a toughie. I never was, but always will be. No one ever saw me, but everyone knows I exist. I give people the motivation to better themselves every day. What am I?
Is this like a lame one? Like,
Hope?
I was thinking that, but
What's that?
Never will.
hope.
Hope? No,
Hope.
you're close.
Never saw-
Maybe if you can't get it, maybe you'll think of it the day after today.
Tomorrow.
Oh, very
There you
good. And the robot comes over and gives you a huge hug. Are you having fun? I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess.
And like I'm like profusely bleeding from my leg from
As
the
you-
stupid bit.
As you drink and eat, your wounds heal themselves. You are back to full health now.
Whoa!
Hell yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you name 3 consecutive days without using the words Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday?
Is this like holiday thing? If you throw in the holidays.
That's clever.
Today.
Huh?
Whoa, someone's getting closer.
Oh, was it
Yesterday.
yesterday, and Sunday.
Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yay! And little sparks and fireworks shoot out of her, and she's so excited.
Today.
And she comes over and she gives you a big smooch on the face.
Oh,
Okay, are we ready for the next one? What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?
Your mom. I've heard this one before.
Never.
Letter M.
Yes! You are good at riddles.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Okay, I have one last one that's a clue to my name. Which month has 28 days in them?
February.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you're also not right.
All months.
Yes! She comes over and she grabs you, dips you, gives you a big robot kiss, sits you back up, puts a piece of cake in your face.
It's so
It's
cold.
okay. Excellent job. You've done it. You've answered all of my cool riddles. Now, can you guess my true name?
So we've got clock tomorrow, today, yesterday, tomorrow, M, and every month.
You guys are so smart. I'm going to miss you so much when you're gone. I've had so much fun hosting you.
Time?
Yes, very good.
I did it.
And she pulls out a sword, and it's a +1 sword. It's got a big like clock cog gear as the cross hilt, and she hands it to you.
Whoa.
And she goes, "Yes, of course I'm time, because of course." And she bows very robotically, and she says, "Time is a social construct."
Oh
Oh.
my god. Take your sword back.
Get the fuck out of here.
And she, "Oh, okay, I will." And she flies away because time flies.
Oh my
Campus
God.
Bridget.
And that's all for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you again next week. If you like what you heard and want to support the show, please consider leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Want more actual plays, reviews, homebrew content? Check us out on potofblunders.com, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at potofblunders, all one word, to keep up with our latest releases and information. We love to hear from you, so if you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach us at contact@potofblunders.com. For the Pot of Blunders, I'm Nate Magnuski, and as always, may all your D's be 12s.
Take
It's the
some beer for
longest
the.
I've been alive.
Take some
You made
beer
it through a whole room.
for the-
I mean, granted, it was a garden party. It was fun.